Take 3, January 3rd, 2025. So 1,000 calorie deficit for 28. So 28, 29, 30, 31, and then 1, 2, 3. At the end of the day, this will be the 6th day, but I did it the 28th. So do you count that? I did it the 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 1, 2, 3. So it's either 6 or 7 days. I don't really know how you're supposed to count that. 29. I'm going to go with 6 days. So 6 days, 1,000 calorie deficit or more for each day. Dude, it's really not that big of a deal. I had a short-term goal. My whole year was depending on it. I was so close to 215. I was at 219. The weight is just a number. It doesn't really fucking matter, but it's indicative of all the work and progress and discipline and stuff. It's a, you know what I mean? So when you get, a golden key or a bowl, when you get a bone like that coming from vacation and you're the same weight that you left, when you get a bone like that and you only have a couple days before it's the end of the year and it's like, hey, I've been working my whole year, it'd be cool if I hit this weight. You're pretty fucking motivated. So end of December, those three or 4 days, not that hard, dude. Like, eat fucking salads with chicken and vegetables and fruit and just limit the ice cream and whatever and go for a run, have a workout. It's really not that big of a deal, dude. Like, there was so much motivation behind that. There were some times where it was like, oh man, I kind of wish I could eat that, but then I'll be this, or I'll start eating this, then I won't be able to stop. It'll be so good. Okay, I'll just cut it a little bit, and then it's just stuff like that. Like, just not a big deal, but just kind of navigating those waters. Like, not a big deal. Now we're into January, and I was like, I'll just keep doing the 1,000 deficit. I know it's not sustainable. It's not smart. You work out, you run, you're training, you have a lot of muscle that you're trying to keep up. Like, there's no point in like losing everything that you've been working for just for a challenge that you don't need to do, and like, you're fine. But anyways, I was like, I'll just keep doing it just because I feel good. I've been sleeping well. I have good energy throughout the day. Like, everything's been fine. And like, awesome. So the good stuff is it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I have more space in my mind for love and acceptance. I'm more respectful of myself and others. I'm not as anxious or nervous. I don't need as much caffeine in the morning. That was really interesting. Like, I'll wake up and like coffee will be like the last thing that I do. I like get everything ready. And I'm like, okay, cool. All right, let me pour some coffee, add some ice so I can drink it on the drive to my workout in the morning. And if I forgot it, it's like, well, the workout will wake me. Like, it's not a big deal. So need way less caffeine. Like, I'll do like whatever my coffee is in the morning and like drink it on the way to my workout. Sometimes I only drink half, and then I have the other half on my way back. And then usually before I go to school, I'll have some fucking coffee. But I kind of like that natural buzzing, vibrating energy that you get just from not drinking anything. And it's just kind of like wiry, like, oh, I feel kind of tired and like kind of excited, like that feeling. So ultimately, I would like to not drink any caffeine, maybe just like a cup of tea in the morning, or 2 cups of tea, or like a cup of coffee, or 2 cups of coffee, or something like that. Or maybe 1 cup of coffee or 2 cups of tea. Ultimately, I'd like to do something like that, where you just get that natural, like the sun is out and it's warming you up. Like when you go camping and the sun's kind of waking you up and you start to kind of bake in your sleeping bag, and it's like that. Ultimately, I want to get to that. But so more energy. I feel better, feel less anxious. Everybody's anxious and nervous, but I feel way less. Like, I'm not worried about being late or early or having stuff to do. It's like, dude, you'll get it done, man. Make a list, start knocking stuff out. In terms of getting tired, I mean, I've been staying up till 8 or 9 or 10. It just depends on what's going on. I don't really have any problems with that. Last night I went to bed I started feeling tired at like 6:30 or 7. Like, I kind of hit a wall. Not a big wall though. I've been working out and running every day. Well, not running. 31st, I ran a 5K, and then I took a day or 2 off because I had like a blister. I ran yesterday. I'm not going to run this morning because yesterday I was kind of tired from the workout and the run combo, and today was a little bit of a harder workout, so I know that it'll make me more tired, so I'm just going to run later. Yeah, more energy, feel better about myself, feel better about other people. I feel like my mind is more clear, I'm cleaner and running more efficiently. I just kind of feel like I'm up the way that I thought. Okay, so those are all good. What else is good? Not as hard as I thought it was going to be, still hitting protein goals for the most part, a little bit low sometimes. Not really craving stuff. Oh, okay, now some weird things. I had a bite of a quesadilla yesterday, and within like 5 minutes, it kind of made me sick. And I was like, I don't know if that's from the grease or the oil or the fat or maybe it was just out too long. I don't know, but I had one bite and I was like, okay, not really a fan. So I'm gonna try to have more of that later today and see if it happens or something. But that was kind of weird. Yeah, less caffeine. Been sleeping good, 7, 8, 9 hours every night. Yeah. Overall, dude, it's fucking awesome. It's a great experience. I don't have any downside so far. The only thing that is maybe a downside, but I think the more you think about it, the worse it's going to be. And it's just like, dude, it's not a big deal, man. Like, you're tired. It's the end of the week. It's catching up to you. Like, but today I felt like for my workout, instead of being like an older phone, like a Samsung Galaxy 6, and like having no videos on it, no photos, no apps, just whatever the clean thing is, brightness up, and like just maximizing it. Like, dude, I put in an SD with 500 gigs or whatever you could put on there. Like, it is fully optimized and as fast as it can be. I feel like that's how I used to be. And now, as I'm doing this challenge with the deficit, I feel like I am like a brand new phone, whatever the newest Galaxy is, whatever the newest iPhone is, whatever. And it's just at a low battery. That's what I feel like. Or maybe like it's brand new, but it's like an older software. So it's like I have way more potential, and the way that I move is way better. The way that I get fatigued is different. The way that I feel tired is different when I'm working out. And it just feels like, dude, if you just like ate a little more, got a little bit more sleep, had a little bit more coffee, like you'd be fine. Or like once you get used to this, or like you just got to build up your strength again or something like that. And you will be fucking so far beyond what you could have ever dreamed. That's kind of what it feels like. Like, yeah, you were crushing it before, but you were an older phone, like doing the best that it could. Now you are the brand new phone, unlimited potential, nothing on it, just like the other one, but it's just like at a low battery and like it's running slower, or it's on like LTE instead of 5G, you know? That was like a little example that I had. And it's like my brain wasn't tired. I wasn't like giving up, but my body, like I felt fine. Like I was like, yeah, man, this is fun. Like I'm listening to music and stuff. I don't really do that, but I do now. And I was like, dude, this is fun. Like, this is good. This is a challenge. This is hard. Like, I'm not really doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm doing my best. Like that kind of workout where it's like, oh, I can only do 10 instead of 12 or whatever. But I did have a link in the subconscious between my body and my brain that was like, whew, like, do your best, like try to do the pull-ups, but ultimately you're probably gonna have to switch to the ring rows, and then you're probably gonna have to switch to just doing the ring rows, then you're gonna have to switch to like doing half ring rows, break, and then the other, like that kind of thing. So it was like up here, totally clean, clear, ready to go, bright, efficient, and then my body was like very good, like 75, 85% good, but it was just a little bit weaker. But to be fair, I haven't done upper body stuff in a long time, and today was all upper body. And I haven't done pull-ups in a long time because I'm recovering my arm, and I'm probably going to take a couple weeks off of that still and just make it fully heal. So it could just be because I'm a little bit weak, and it's the end of the week, and sleep and caffeine and the deficit. I don't know, but I'll keep an eye on that because if I can't do good workouts, powerful workouts, how I want to do it, then I'm absolutely not going to do the 1,000 deficit. I'll do like 500 like I did last year. But I think it's just a combination of things. So we'll see how that is. But that is the only downside that I've noticed so far. And I only noticed that today. So pretty sure it was just a combination of other things. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out on that. Everything else is fine, dude. I feel fine. I feel this is like when I would fast. I one time fasted for like 2 or 3 days. And I couldn't believe just how normal I felt and how like, oh, this is probably how you're supposed to feel every day without like chemicals and bullshit. And like good sleep and like how your body reacts to stuff. Like I'm kind of feeling like how I'm supposed to feel. I feel like that was a mouthful. But yeah, dude, it's very, very not that hard. And I think it's because I had that hard goal in the beginning that got me the motivation and the ball rolling and stuff, and seeing results is awesome too. But I'm also aware that in one day I could gain everything back. So what am I doing this for? Besides just the mental game, and like really practicing like only eating what you're supposed to eat, because that's kind of what you have to do to do what I'm doing. But yeah, as soon as I start to see stuff slip or like negative stuff, I'll stop. But the goal is 30 days in 1,000 calorie deficit, and just document the whole thing. That way people can see what happens and test the effects of it. What I think is going to happen is I'll hit a wall where it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not doing this. So we'll see when that happens. But as of now, dude, everything's fine. I got to drink more water. Yesterday I didn't drink a lot of water, so that could have contributed to me being tired. I think the zero sugar drinks, like the zero sugar sodas, I think those make me tired too. I've noticed that for years, like the past 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or wait, the past 7 years I've noticed, pretty much when they came out. Hey, when I drink one of these, I love it. It feels so good. And then within seconds, I'm like, sometimes like really, really tired. Like one time I was feeling fine, just a little bit tired. And I was like, oh, I'll have one of those, like a little, kind of like drinking a cup of coffee or tea. And I was so tired. I literally like barely made the drive home. It was like a 2-minute drive, and immediately slept on the couch, I think. Like it was like someone injected me with like sleep. So it was crazy. I haven't had that happen in a while, but maybe that was just the sugar. I don't know. I think it's, maybe I wasn't eating that day, or I didn't eat a lot, and it just, the like fake sugar hit me, and I got the insulin spike and the drop because it thinks it's real sugar, so it reacts the same way. I don't know. But anyways, I forget what the point of this video is. Oh yeah. Today, it felt kind of weird. Like my brain was in it, my head was in it. I was aware of what was happening. I had a good mind-body connection. It's just I was a little weak, and I wasn't able